Tim, thanks for talking to us tonight. It's been quite a week.
It's been a mixture of emotions this week. I've probably had to make one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in the whole of my professional life. And you know, from the business and employing people and having to do things we all don't like doing. But yeah, Luke and Gashi, two absolute superstars, and they'll remain in the history of this little club. I love the pair of them to bits. We've had a chat since, and you'll see by my statement I hold them in high regard for what they've done for this club this last 3 years. Absolutely brilliant. We wouldn't have been where we are. Unfortunately, we all know football's a results-driven business, and for the betterment of the club, I couldn't see how we were going to move on or start winning games, and that's my place as custodian of the club, if you like, to make sure we've got something that we can build on. Staying in the National League North is very important, and we all know my ambition to want to get as far in the FA Cup as we can, and with the FA Cup game this weekend, which is probably the hardest tie we could have possibly got with Hornchurch, I felt that game wasn't winnable with what we'd got, so we decided to make the change. And yeah, so we brought Phil in. I mean, that guy is absolute quality. A fantastic guy who's managed in the Premiership, Championship, epic cup battles. He's been the guy, and he's invested and brought through young players, and mentored them. And I thought he was right to bring in for this club at this time, with our aim of wanting to get to the National League and certainly the playoffs this year. We might have to get a foot on the gas a little bit now, but you never know. And the FA Cup competitions throw up surprises. So let's hope we can surprise Hornchurch on Saturday. Yeah. So
the new era starts tonight then. Just been with Phil, and he's been with all the players, and I thought personally he gave a very inspirational speech the first time he's met him, and he's really looking for them. He was calling them to get off on a firm footing on Saturday. He didn't see that as being a rest from the league at all. Saturday is really important for him, and I think the guys are out there now training with him, and I think they took that on board.
Yeah, I think they did. I mean, it was very quiet. It's a strange time for them, and some of the younger players won't have been in an environment where their management teams has been sacked, and they've not been sacked. We've parted company. Sack is not a word I like. His aim is to see what we've got for Saturday. Southport away next Saturday is a must-win game. We both agree that. And then we head back to Kidderminster Harriers, and he's very keen to turn up there and show Kidderminster what Peterborough Sports are about after he left there last year. And obviously Southport is obviously where they beat Kidderminster and prevented them going up automatically and winning the league. So he thinks he owes them one as well. So he's absolutely fired up. It is a work in progress, because we're not going to turn it around that quickly from the position we are and what we've got, the players we've got. I've no need to comment on that and the recruitment. We need to see what we've got and move on and bring in what we feel we need. And he will do that. He won't be backward in coming forward. No way. He is here with intent. And when I sat down with him, he had a 2 or 3 year plan for this club, and that's what impressed me. And he will do well. He's passionate, as you can see from that speech he just did there. Like he just said, he's never been part-time. So his commitment to me now, he is full-time with us. He is employed full-time. So he will be, as he put it, 24/7. And he said, Mr. Chairman, if you want to ring me up when you've had a few at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're not happy, he goes, I will listen to you. So I said, you'll probably regret saying that, Phil, but no, I think this shows our intent and my intent for this club and where I want to go. And let's hope we've got the right combination, and let's move on.
And in that speech, he also said that nobody came here last season and had an easy time of it. And that's maybe a little bit of what we've lost this season, and that's what he's really keen to get back. I guess you're keen for that to come back too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, most people, a lot of people said to us last year, you don't give up, do you? You don't give up. They would battle on to the end. And battling on to the end got us some points and some goals for sure. That little bit of battling seems to have gone this year. It's not there. There's not the bite isn't there. And that's worrying for one. and that was again part of the decision to change things, because that battling mentality had disappeared, and we seem to be chasing things a lot for whatever reason. And you know, players, once they've gone past that line on the pitch, you know, the manager's a passenger on the side. He can direct and do as much as he like, but if the players are not doing it, then it doesn't happen. And we've seen that. You know, but with Phil, he's out there now. He will assess them tonight, and I'm sure he'll come back in with a little list of what he does and he doesn't like, and we'll see where that goes. But I mean, no one's leaving or moving straight away, that's for sure. But let him see what we've got. There's some guys out there tonight. There's a couple of guys that we brought in that are trialling. One of them isn't. I've just signed him tonight, and that's Marcel Oakley, and he played for Solihull Moors last year. He was their Young Player of the Year. So he's on board tonight, and the other chap, we're dealing with him after the training and through the night. Hopefully we'll have him in for the FA Cup on Saturday as well.
Fantastic. Thank you for talking to us, Tim. Really exciting times, and good luck on Saturday when the new era starts.
Thank you.